Welcome back to Breakpoint. Today we're diving into moments where just a blink of distraction turned the road upside down. These aren't just crashes, but lessons in awareness, quick thinking, and the weight of responsibility behind the wheel. Buckle up tight and let's roll into it. When you drive like traffic laws are optional, don't be surprised if your journey ends with an unexpected visit to the tire shop. Making a turn where you're not supposed to isn't just risky, it's a quick way to end up with a ticket in your mailbox. Cutting across lanes at high speed without using your blinker is basically asking for trouble, for you and everyone else around. Maybe the Dodge heard about a free car washed down in the canal. Red lights aren't there to test your patience. They're there to keep you alive. The reason why I'll never park on a one-way street? That wasn't a tire. That was a boomerang with an attitude problem. Overthinking behind the wheel can be more dangerous than speeding. Trust your training, not your panic. If your brakes stop working, shift into neutral and pull the handbrake. That driver wasn't taking a turn. He was launching a rocket. Thank goodness that pedestrian had luck on speed dial. Just a reminder, corners aren't racetracks, and real lives are on the line. Looks like someone needs a crash course back at driving school to stop mixing up the brake and the gas. Luckily, everyone's okay this time, and the driver gets a second chance to do better. Never rely on luck when you're on the road. Keep a safe distance and stay alert, because not every situation ends with a lucky escape. He crashed into the store like it was Black Friday at Best Buy.
Ôi! Đúng nhau con vượt này. Thằng này vượt này, thằng con tôi nó đang bên này đâm mình luôn này. Thế rồi.
Thằng trẻ con đái thôi.
Váng đầu luôn.
I love how that guy stepped out of the car and looked around like, all right, remember where we parked?
Oh!
Hey! Hey!
Even with their lights activated, it's still the officer's responsibility to ensure the intersection is clear before proceeding. Those lane markings aren't just for decoration. Pay attention and follow them if you actually want to make it home safe. Passing recklessly just to save 5 minutes is never worth more than a life. The lesson? Better to be a few minutes late than gone forever.
Nó đi số thấp.
That crash played out like a chaotic bowling strike. One spin, 2 hits, and a whole lot of wrong lanes. A diesel spill made the roads slippery and caused accidents, but luckily no one was seriously hurt. The lesson is to always drive carefully, because even a small incident can create big dangers. In this situation, you can really see how saving a minute on the road can cost you a lifetime. Lowering a crane may seem like a small task, but a single moment of neglect can turn it into a disaster. Driving drunk and running a red light is already illegal, but fleeing the scene takes it to a whole new level. That's not just reckless, that's running from responsibility. If you feel sleepy, pull over and take a nap before continuing your trip. What do you think about the driver's reckless behavior? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Speeding isn't a mistake, it's a disregard for life. When you break the law, you turn yourself into a danger for everyone. When anger takes the wheel, reason flies out the window, usually dragging the stop sign with it. Road rage doesn't solve problems, it creates criminal records. Stay calm, or you might trade your steering wheel for a courtroom seat.
You're not driving this car, and I sleep.
Hitting a curve without slowing down is basically asking for trouble. But lucky for you, life sometimes gives a second chance. The light's red, buddy. What are you, Spider-Man testing his luck? The truck was parked illegally, right on a red line near a blind corner. It raised the lift gate without any warning signs, cones, or someone directing traffic. That's a recipe for disaster. They rush like they're in the Olympics, forgetting there's no medal for being the first to the hospital. Hauling big, bulky stuff without following traffic rules is just asking for an accident. Rolling through an intersection without using your turn signal is just begging for trouble. Sir, you can't park here. The BMW being angry about the honk was like a kid throwing a tantrum for being woken up for school. Drunk and speeding? That's a recipe for disaster. Don't drink and drive, and keep your speed in check. Sometimes danger doesn't come from ahead, but from the car in front of you. Keeping your distance isn't just for avoiding crashes, it's to protect yourself from the unexpected. Luckily, no one was hurt. Never forget the parking brake. One little slip-up can turn into a whole lot of trouble. At high speeds, even a piece of tire can be dangerous. Keep your distance and stay focused, because danger can fly at you out of nowhere. A Mercedes SUV driver spotted 4 guys trying to ambush him as he pulled into the garage. He didn't waste a second, busted through the door, rammed their car, and made it out to the street. One overconfident driver met the perfect instructors, a fire hydrant and a utility pole. Even with sirens on, an ambulance doesn't get to beat the train. At a railroad crossing, the train always has the right of way. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Which car do you think was at fault? Mazda, Mercedes, both? Comment the number you choose. Who do you think was at fault in this situation? I'll be reading your comments below. After the crash, the tow truck showed up to help, but ended up making things even messier. Two drivers lost their temper and kept hitting each other back and forth. Traffic went wild. Staying calm behind the wheel is always the smarter choice. Parking a steamroller on a slope without the handbrake? Yeah, that was bound to happen. Good thing no one was walking by at the time. That loose spoiler was a wake-up call. Always check your car before hitting the road. Not everyone gets lucky like this. Keep a safe distance like leaving an empty seat at the movies. Avoid road drama and protect your wallet.
Ôi, 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 ôi.
If you're getting drowsy, pull into a rest stop, grab a quick nap, and hit the road again when you're alert. The Beartooth Highway is not a road to be taken lightly. It's unforgiving. Always slow down any vehicle because you never know what's inside a tunnel. Those two guys kicking a car were like rookie gladiators, picking a fight with a war elephant in the middle of the street.
Yeah, boy!
It seems the driver behind them played too many racing video games, thinking they could just squeeze through the gap without paying attention to their surroundings. When driving on the highway, maintaining a safe distance and staying alert are non-negotiable. The highway does not forgive carelessness. Just one moment of distraction can turn the entire stretch of road into a war zone. Looks like his steering wheel and brain lost their Bluetooth connection.
Cut. No.
We're still trying to determine the actual position of Foreman. You give us other references here, but we'll clarify that and get back to you.
The street isn't a racetrack. Every reckless moment has a price. Respecting traffic laws is how you protect yourself and your loved ones.
Alright, it's a one-way system. No problem.
Never gamble with your life or the lives of others. Respecting traffic laws and keeping a safe distance is the only way to protect everyone. Drinking and driving just don't mix.
Wow.
When a Largus stops properly, spots the pedestrian, and lets others go first, that's not just driving, that's traffic diplomacy in action, a rare species on today's roads. Relying only on regular brakes downhill is like trying to stop a roller coaster with flip-flops. Sounds brave, ends badly. In Bursa, a tow truck was called to rescue a car stuck on a steep slope, but ended up needing help even more urgently itself.